You know this American TV series, Eastbound and Down? Will Ferrell goes like, woo, 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 woo. And then at one point, you know, he kind of goes and grabs his balls and goes, woo. and that's why I thought this is a great title for a show. And it's kind of exciting, woo, you know, like that's what it is. It meant a lot to me, the ICA, when I first came to in the mid 80s, when I came here, because they always showed these sort of European films, which was very rare at that time. It's different now, and the location, of course, is excellent. You know, it's fabulous. Buckingham Palace, you know, the Queen is just up there. It's the #1 spot when you feel like you really arrived in London. It's so old English, which is great. It's a bit of a strange entrance space, you know, because it's the biggest space, but it's also a throughway, as it is the ICA, and we are in London, in terms of the punkish thing, what the ICA stands for, and I thought certainly Vivian does, and then having Kurt Cobain here, and then I kind of chose something very, very surprising in a way, very, very sweet to counterbalance the whole thing. And that freed me up to kind of think of what to do with this series, which is my newest work. And as it is a sort of a hallway, you can read from left to right, and you walk through the forest like that. And I thought it works really well when you stand down there, that it's like this, and here's the big work. It's called the reading room, and I thought I'd make use out of it, because the ICA is not really necessarily such a big space, you know, hasn't got that many gallery spaces. And I kind of wanted to wallpaper all the 4 walls with some of my commercial work, whether it's for Helmut Lang or Marc Jacobs or Jigsaw or Celine or Puma or some other things, and my editorial work, and kind of make us of a wallpaper and have fun with it. You know, what the kind of commercial work I do, and then I'll do a portrait of Richard Hamilton, and then I do a portrait of Leni Riefenstahl, and then do a portrait of my friend, and I do a landscape. And I kind of wanted to have fun with it and kind of not be so precious about it. I'm really, really pleased with it. I wouldn't even call it either family snapshots, you know. For me, it's always work, you know. For me, it's like everything is like a project, like the thing which I've done with my son. That was like self-portraits I did with him together, watching the Champions League final. Bayern Munich against Chelsea. You know, on the day of the Champions League final, Ed, my son, gave me that iPhone German thing, and yeah, which is here. And at first I thought, is he mad? This is just crazy. And I thought, hang on a minute, this is actually genius. Why not? You know, within the press, I kind of get written up that I photograph a lot of naked girls and nudes and fashion and everything like that. That's just part of it, you know. I photograph as many landscapes as I photograph somebody naked or still lifes or anything, you know. And I'm very fond of men, in a way, and I've been working with Marc Jacobs for 15 years. You know, I thought that would be good to have a nod to that, you know, to have men in here, you know, and then include myself in this. And I thought, well, here are balloons, and I thought having another balloon in here, and it's his birthday, and that's why the cake is there, and the thing. But it also could be like his sort of hospital bed, somebody else said, you know, and kind of like it's sort of melancholic, but also very, very beautiful. I want to sort of explore things, and I want to see things which I haven't seen before, and do sort of new things which I'm curious about in life, and want to sort of explore things a little bit.